Tell you what, Tylan, while we're waiting for the hands to be raised, if you could maybe just give us your thoughts on the team's performance offensively, maybe OU's defense, and we'll go from there.
Yeah, just give credit to them. They had a pretty good scheme for what they were doing on offense. For us, we were struggling kind of the whole game trying to execute plays. We just got to be better. We got to be better, get prepared for next week.
All right. Our first question is going to come from Scott Wright from the Oklahoman. Go ahead, Scott.
Tylan, how difficult was it to get going when you were having the struggles that you were having offensively, and then they were scoring on the other side and putting you guys in an early hole?
That's always a tough situation coming out when you're struggling on offense and then the other team's kind of clicking on offense. That's always a struggle. But credit to our guys, we kept our heads up. We weren't down. We were like, okay, that's fine. They were scored. We're going to come back. We're going to score. We're going to drive. So I was really proud of the way the team just held their heads up and didn't get down on themselves.
What'd you think of Shane while he was in there?
It was good. Like I've been saying with Shane all year, he comes in and he does what he's supposed to do. You can't expect too much from a young guy like that, but I'm just really proud of the way he holds himself when he gets in the game. He holds himself like an older guy, and he comes out there and does what he's asked to do.
Thank you.
Our next question is going to come from Barry Trammell from the Oklahoman. Go ahead, Barry.
Yeah, Tylan, did anything about this game surprise you, either in terms of matchups or the schemes or anything else that you really weren't expecting, or was it what you sort of thought it would be?
Not really. Nothing was really too surprising. They came out there and kind of put out there what they have always done this whole year on film. I can't really say anything was really just that really came out there and just surprised us. We just got to come back and execute better on offense.
All right, our final question for Tylan Wallace is going to come from Marshall Levinson from Pokes Report. Go ahead, Marshall.
Tylan, can you kind of describe what the challenges are of going back and forth between quarterbacks, especially when the offense can't really get going? Does that pose any other challenges that you guys really haven't had before? I know you've played with Shane a little bit, but when you're bouncing back and forth, what is that like?
I guess sometimes it's a little challenging just switching back. They're two different people. They're two different football players. So being able to kind of when they come in, you got to be able to adjust to, how they do their certain things, how they run the offense. They run it two different ways. So I think that's somewhat of a challenge, but, that's just comes with getting reps in with them at practice. So can't say it was really too much of a challenge, but I can say just a little bit, I guess.
Is there anything you have to change about your game specifically between one quarterback or the other, whether it's how you attack a defense yourself or the routes you're running or that offensive package?
Not really for the most part. I think both guys go out there and do a lot of things kind of similar, even though they have different games. But for the most part, I think you don't really have to, especially for me, I don't have to really change too much whoever's in there.